Hello everybody, how are you? We are today presenting theme 4, communication, and chapter 2, which is connecting people, and we are going to take lesson 1 and 2. Next. We have what is meant of community. What's meant of community, my dear? Community is a group of people that live or work together in the same area. We have personal community, and which is the family and the friends. These are the near community to us. As we are people, we have our family and we have our friends in school or in club or in every place we deal with. And there are different community these are the close ones, but there are unclose people, like when we are sick, we have doctors. Even we are in school, we have our teachers, like the English teacher, math teacher, Discover teacher, and the others. What's meant of others means the grocery, the man who we deal with, bring from him the goods which we need, or the people who are buying for us vegetables or fruits. So these are others. So what's meant of community? It is the group of people which we deal with them. Okay? Next. This is the ways of connection with our community. This slide is presenting for us how to deal with or to communicate with them. Okay? First, in not very old time, but from 20 years or 10 years, we were writing a letter, and we post it in the postcard and put the stamp on it, and it is getting to the others. We write a letter for our friend or for our family, and then we send it by the letter. Now, in our time being, we have sending by an email. We use the technology, or reading a text message by our phone, of course, or by mobile, or which is, of course, your computer. So this is the technology for our time being. Also, it can be listening and speaking. Listening and speaking is very personal. Like when we go to our family or to our friends, we meet each other face to face, so we listen to each other and speak to each other. So this is the different kinds of connection in our community. Next. Now we are giving you an example for this presentation. We are giving for you the person, our cousins, means our different members of our family. How we communicate with them? By calling on phone or meeting together. You call them by phone and you take time, and we are going to meet each other in our grandfather home, or our in home, or in the club, or in everything. And why we communicate with our cousins? Do you think why? So to have fun and play with our family. And this is a good relation with our family members. Also, there is our teacher in our school. The teacher, how to communicate with our teacher. Our teacher is also teaching us our lessons, and we ask our teacher questions, and she is answering for us the question. So why do we make this kind of communication with our teacher? Also to learn and get new information. Of course, not all the information in your school you know it in previously or in the past. You are in school so as to learn different kind of information. Also, the seller. The seller is the man who is buying for us different kinds of goods, like as we said, the grocery, the bakery, the vegetables, the fruits, asking and searching in market different kinds of sellers, and they are buying different kinds of goods, and we go and ask for them. what the kilo, how much is the kilo, what's the money, changing money with them. So to buy something that we want or need. So there are connection challenges as long distance, and the modern technology, there is transportation as like cars, like trains, like planes. These made it easier, which is make us more easier to communicate with each other in long distance, not in short distance. Okay? This is lesson number 1. Now we are in next lesson number 2. What do I mean by technology? The technology, it is a tool designed to solve a problem. Now we have the problem of maybe the distance, maybe the ways, it's not easy for us to go or to change from place to another or move from place to another. Maybe we don't have the facilities or we don't have the usages. Maybe you have your bicycle, so you don't have a car. So the technology is like what we have here, the mobile or the laptop or the computer or the plane. These are different kinds of technology tools. Tools means that we use it, equipments, so as to play an important role in solving problems. Like in the next slide. Now, first of all, we are again speaking about communication, okay? Now we can call everyone by phone or by video call. That makes it easier for us. So the communication, it is a tool, it is an equipment that we use it, and it is developed by timing. First, when we said that we can use the letter, so we use the quill, which is a very old-fashioned thing that we do it by the feather, and there is an ink, and we put the feather in the ink and write the letter. Then it changed or it developed to the pen, which we use it now, okay? And then there is a typewriter. It is another equipment. It is using our hands that we can write inside it in a paper, and we write what we want by typing the letters on it. Now in our time being, very easier, very normal that we use our mobile. So the communication developed over time. So we have the quill, the pen, and then typewriter, and then mobile. Again, we are talking about transportation. What do I mean by transportation? It means that we can go anywhere we want easily and in short time. So this helps us to short the time, so there is no great time we take it, and even our effort is not too, it is not big for us. It is small effort so as to transport as we can transport, which means we take things from place to another, maybe goods, maybe passengers. Also, there is a development in transportation. Like what? Like the cart that we see in our presentation. The cart is a kind of a car which is made of wood and is pulled by the horse, okay? Also, motor wagon. Motor wagon, it is a kind of a bicycle which is more bigger, and it is using use it manually, okay? And then there is the gasoline car, which is our cars now in our time being. The gasoline means that we go to put gas inside it, or kerosene or solar, so as to move the car which transport us from place to another. And then now being they are talking about electric car, which is much development of the transportation that we are talking about. Okay, so we are talking about the development of transportation. So and first we have the communication and then transportation, okay? Next. Now we are going to take the advantage and the disadvantage of technology. Means the useful things of technology and the not useful, of course, okay. The cart, the advantages of the cart, use it for transporting goods and passengers. Like maybe like a farmer, he is having animals like chickens, pigeons, pigeons or different kind of goods, or maybe plants like cotton or wheat, different kinds of seeds, and he wants to take it from the place where he farm it or he cultivate it and to sell it or to get into the market, okay? So this is the advantage of the cart, and it keeps the environment clean. The environment is all the surrounding around us, like air, like water, like everything that surrounds us is the environment. So it is clean. It doesn't make pollution. While the motor wagon, the advantage of it, it increases the muscle strength, which means we don't use individual, depends on ourselves. We don't make movement by ourselves. So it increases the muscle strength and keeps the environment clean. And it is also like the bicycle. We increase the muscles, we use our muscle, and of course we keep the environment clean. So, and the disadvantage, how do you think the disadvantage of it? It is designed also to carry one or two passengers, and it is slower than cars. Of course, as you see in the presentation, the place where the people can sit, they are only one or two, but in our time being, the car is what? Is much wider, yes, okay. Next. We have the gasoline car. The gasoline car, which is what we use now in our time. The advantage of it, it is much faster and we can move quickly from one place to another. For example, from Cairo to Alexandria, you take 2 hours only. Or from Cairo to Sharm el-Sheikh, I think you take from 6 to 8 hours. So it is fast and it moves quickly, and also for long distance it is more easier. But the disadvantage of it, which means it causes air pollution, of course, and noise pollution. Of course, the gasoline, it is burned in the car because it gives energy for the car and it makes it move. By this burning of the gasoline, this makes the air pollution around us. Carbon dioxide is full of carbon dioxide, and also the noise pollution. And it is expensive. If you want to buy a car now, it is more expensive. The electric car, which is using not gasoline, it uses electricity, okay? And the advantage of it, it keeps the environment clean and it is fast also. It is like the gasoline car, but it doesn't pollute the air. But the disadvantage of it, it is more expensive than the gasoline car, of course, because it is manufactured in a little amount. It's not spread all over the universe, or in different people can use it now. I think that in the new ages or in the future, they can make it more spread, so it may be not expensive because it is good for the environment we have. I hope that you learned today. I hope that the lesson is good. Thank you very much and see you. Goodbye.